ChatGPT, the large language model that took the world by storm just months ago, has just released an official API. And what's the first thing we should do with it?
Try to take over the world.
No brain, we build a Batman and Alfred chat interface. A few things to note before we do. There's currently a 4096 token limit that includes both the input and output. Each token is about 4 English characters. The API is 10x cheaper than the previous best GPT model, with better results. This API is a lot faster than the regular ChatGPT. And with that, let's start by initializing a SvelteKit project. To set up Tailwind, we use their SvelteKit guide. The first part will be setting up the API calls, making sure we can call our own server, and then from the server making sure we can call the OpenAI Chat Completion API endpoint. Note the body of the request we send to OpenAI. The messages are an array of objects with each object having a role that can either be system, assistant, or user. And to call our server we create a function within our component and call it upon mounting. All the calls are hard-coded right now, but that'll do just fine as we just want to make sure the simplest calls are working. Next, we'll prettify the UI with Tailwind CSS. I went ahead and bought the Tailwind UI package for this. It doesn't explicitly support Svelte, but it works well enough. We add the UI for our chat messages, along with appropriate headshots for profile pics, provided by Midjourney. And finally, we tie everything together, formatting the messages to and from our server. We want our Alfred bot to remember some past context when responding, so we keep track of these messages with an array and update it upon submitting messages. And with that, we have ChatGPT for Batman and Alfred. Overall, the API is super simple to use and I think it opens up so many possibilities it's hard to imagine right now. The biggest limiter right now is probably the 4096 token limit, so you can't just import a giant document as context, but I think there are some workarounds for this using text embeddings. I'll have to look into that more soon. Feel free to view the code for yourself with a link to the repo in the description. Please like and subscribe.